Hey, what's up guys? Today I'll show you a science fiction short film, Adam. Spoiler ahead, watch out and take care. Adam regains his consciousness slowly, and finds he's tied up in a dark room of nowhere, and confined in such a metal body, attached with multiple electric cables on the back. Remembering clearly that he's a human being though, he's frightened by his now cold and heartless metal body. As he's struggling to take off the metal mask on his face, the door opens suddenly. Still confused by the surroundings, Adam dangles out, and sees numerous robots like him. While the human soldiers are keeping guards up on the decks, and driving the remolded robots to leave away as quickly as possible. However, after discovering two unknown figures, moving towards the wall in the far distance, the soldiers stop their shooting, and retreat inside the high wall quickly. As the two approach near, Adam notices that the two in a weird warrior costume are also the outcasts, seemingly the same of their kind. One warrior then activates his spear, and raises his hand towards the newly remolded robots, causing all of their crime information on the chest to be wiped off instantly. Left in huge confusion though, the robots begin to follow the mysterious two, who then walks away slowly into the unknown wilderness. However, as they march farther, the environment becomes harsher. A female robot can't make her way any further, and collapsed down due to the damage caused by the soldier's gunshot earlier in the day. Adam tries to help her out, but to no success. The warrior can't offer any help to her either, but continues his way after confirming her death. After a long march following the two warriors, they finally reach a base, guarded by rebel robots. As they sit around the bonfires, the warrior explains all the happenings in this brutal world, where Human Alliance stay in the city protected by those high walls, while exiling the criminals guilty of serious crimes up to the wilderness, after taking away all of their useful organs for transplantation purpose. Except for the brain, which is instead stuffed inside a robotic body, with all memories erased. Over the centuries, numerous human criminals have been exiled into the wilderness, wandering aimlessly, and dying from power outage sooner or later, unless they're saved and organized up by the rebels, led by their master Mirror, who can actually read the criminal's past. While standing before Mirror with his sensing power, Adam gets to know he's actually a political prisoner, guilty of treason and terrorism offenses. Because of his identity, the warrior raises his interest in Adam. Elsewhere in this deserted world, however, a group of pagans seems to have survived the heavily polluted planet outside the human city. They establish a paradise, where people can breathe the fresh air without the gas mask, which as a result attracts Mary and many other people to settle there. Mary, whose brother has been exiled by the Human Alliance for felony, expresses her desire to stay in the paradise and prays for a cure to her corroded skin due to air pollution. While emphasizing that the paradise advocates the primitive lifestyle without modern science and technology, the Godfather turns to demand Mary to show her loyalty to the paradise by ending the life of an exiled robot, to release his soul out of the metal body. Mary hesitates and struggles hard against herself at the beginning, as she learns that the robot is actually her brother. A while later, despite her brothers begging for life desperately though, she chooses to kill him finally, in exchange for her own life. The Godfather then takes off her gas mask, and recovers her skin back to normal, with some kind of magic power. Astonished by the miracle happening to herself, Mary falls into tears, and becomes one of his faithful believers. In the final scene, however, as the Godfather walks inside the bunker, he sheds off his human skin, and reveals his metal skeletons, conveying an ironic message that the Godfather is actually a robot, who advocates to abandon the science and technology. This is Daniel CC Movie Channel. Bye.